Hello everybody and welcome back to the Absolato channel. Today we are going to be going through my full Bugha throwback solo cup. It was probably my best tournament placement to date. I ended up finishing in the top 3%, which was really good for me, so I'm really proud of it. And I think that I did a lot of things right, and I also did a lot of things wrong, but I feel like I learned from a lot of those mistakes, and I feel like I'm really prepared for FNCS, which is tomorrow. So if you guys enjoy this video, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and if you want, catch me on my live stream tomorrow at twitch.tv/Absolato, and I hope you enjoy the rest of this video. So, starting off in game 1, I was playing way more confident than I usually do. I had a really solid warm-up, and I think that was honestly a game changer for me. I usually do warm up, but I warmed up for about an hour and a half, which is usually about 30-45 minutes longer than I usually do, and I think it paid dividends for me. So I'm gonna try to continue this as best I can for all the tournaments coming up. And I was playing a lot more confident. So this fight specifically right here, there were a lot of kids pushing me from a lot of directions, and I ended up just playing it slow, and I just waited. And I waited for them to make the mistakes, and it ended up being the best thing that could have happened to me, because I got some really nice kills out of it. I started this first game off with like 3 kills right off the bat, and it just left me in a really good spot going for the rest of the tournament. So I won't talk anymore. I'll let you guys watch the end of game 1, and I'll see you in a second.
Still up?
Yep. No, bro, I was just playing out of my mind, bro. So coming into game 2, I had a really nice first game, so I wanted to play this one a little bit slower. And I ended up getting not only third partied, but as you see right here, I got fourth partied by Caddy Loot. So it was pretty unfortunate. I didn't have a lot of heals, and my God, you know, it ended up costing me. Coming into game 3, I didn't want to rush anything. I knew that I had to play a little bit more aggressive than I did last time, and I got a few kills this game, but for the most part, I was trying to just play for the placement.
Oh, that was really nice.
And, you know, it ended up working out for me pretty well. I got a pretty decent placement for this third game. As you'll see right here, this man tried to psycho me. Pah! Right out the air, bro. I don't know what you're trying with that one. But what I could have done right here, as you'll see, is I lost focus. When I get to these end games, I start to panic. I'm still kind of a new competitive player, and I haven't really, you know, gotten all my nerves down correctly. So I think that, you know, this is going to come with time, for sure, like everything does. But I really need to focus on not panicking and being able to breathe and be aware of everything that's going on, so I don't make crucial mistakes that'll cost my life.
No way, dude. Why did I stop looking at him, bro?
So coming into game number 4, I was really starting to prioritize endgame, and this guy was just being a W key psycho. For those who don't know, W key is the movement forward key on your keyboard, so it basically just means he was pushing me relentlessly with no end. So I figured I'd phase in and hit him with the quick P90. Doses.
Just farming.
And then this guy was just mindlessly farming, so I feel like I had to give it to him. But for the most part, I was really trying to prioritize being an endgame. But I've also realized that in these tournaments, these players, including myself, get really nervous when they get those initial tags and they hear a person running at them. You know, it is a scary thing. You don't want to be sent back to the lobby. You really only have one shot. and I feel like that just kind of has
like,
been
where are you
helping,
trying to go,
helping
bro?
me progress for sure. So when I got to this end game, I ended up here by accident on this crash pad, and as you'll see, I have no white heals, no mobility, no mats, no nothing. I was just completely shambles, trying to use as much shield as I could. And what I should have done here is broke down and tried to play bottom layer, because I didn't have any mats, so I really didn't know what I was going to be able to do from here. And by the time that I did decide to move, this guy popped me right from up top. So
I'm dead.
in game number 5, I had just found a llama right before this, so I got a couple minis. And if you look at my mats were actually really good. So what I should have done right here is expanded. That should be the first thing that you do as soon as you get into a box and you hear someone
Dude,
pushing
I missed
you.
my
But
pump.
didn't learn it there, but I know it now. I know it now for sure. So coming into game number 6, I was in a box fight with this guy, and I've been trying to play more of my in-game matches like I do these box fights in creative, because it actually is paying off. As you'll see later in the video, I do get a couple kills from playing these box fights nicely. But what ultimately cost me right here is that I went for the double pickaxe. I should have gone for fake. You see how much damage I did, and that's what costed me. In game number 8, just as I was saying in the last clip, I started to play this more as a box fight, so I pressured his wall, blocked him off, and this guy was screwed, right? So I hit him for 60 blue. I saw that he backed up, and I didn't think this guy had a lot of mats, because I could tell by the way that he was playing playing very scared. So either he wasn't a very experienced player, or he didn't have a lot of loot. So I hit him with a quick right hand peek, peanut butter at it, and I got him. And then this guy was just constantly running from me, and he didn't think that I knew where he was. And you'll see my wall was actually pre-edited to have a window, and I didn't even realize it, which actually ended up being a good thing. I've actually been debating like putting this strategy into use coming into the future, but then we move on to this guy. Now this guy was sitting above my box the whole time, decided to sit right here, so I just blocked him in. Look at though, it almost cost me. I almost missed my shots, but a little free kill for the boys, bro. Doesn't hurt anybody. So, as you'll see coming into this end game, this is what I'm talking about with the nervousness, right? So I got grapple, and I got a gold tack. So I was like, alright, I got 6 floppers. I'm going to let these guys push in front. I didn't even use the chug splashes either, which I'm just realizing right now. But I figured I'd let them go in front, right? But now I'm behind storm, and I see this guy right here, so I run into the storm and I panic. And I didn't leave
I grieved myself.
any
No,
time
why did I
to get
do
some
that?
heals up. I had 4 floppers. I could have won that so easily. In game number 8, I saw this guy and I got a little bit too anxious for a kill. I didn't get any initial tags and I just kept running at him like a psycho. I did unfortunately end up missing all my shots, which did cost me. So I think I'm just going to have to practice my aim a little bit more and focus on those close quarter battles.
Dude, if I would have just hit some shots, bro.
In game number 9, this solely came down to my awareness. As you'll see, I have about 150 mats. I don't have any white heals, but I have a ton of shield. And I saw this guy coming close. I went for the box in, but instead of actually like doing it right away, I just kind of sat there, and my awareness, or lack of awareness, is what ultimately cost me. In game number 10, I knew I needed kind of a pop-off game with some W kings, so I figured I'd go agency, and I made a crucial mistake right here to not build myself around the telephone booth. You never, ever want to do that when you're in agency. I should have put a ramp behind myself, but this guy was smart. He jumped in with the P90. It worked for him. In my second and last game, once again came down to lack of awareness. I didn't know where it was, and I also wasn't paying attention to how many mats I had. As you'll see, I only have 5 builds right here, and it's not until I actually need my mats to block off a wall that I realize I have none. And, you know, I tried to run away, but that's ultimately not your best decision either. What I should have done is gone towards the building, try to play a right-hand peek, try to get some tags.
I have no more fucking mats.
Didn't have mats. So, coming into my final game, saw this guy. Once again, I tried to play it like a box fight. I had him boxed in right here, and I took the stair. If I was quick enough, I could have blocked him off, so he wouldn't have been able to get to the door. He could have been trapped in the corner, and ultimately, me letting him get to me is what costed me. So, this was a really great tournament. Like I said, my best placement to date. I'm really looking forward to FNCS tomorrow, and no doubt you guys will see a video on that. So, I appreciate you all watching. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next video.